Well, pretty much this will be the final Blockbuster project video. That's pretty much anything after this would will be going into top secret category, basically. You know, information that I don't want to release. But it was just to show, that it's possible. With the right creativity, my way of seeing things, the way I look at a problem and the way I solve it, how I can take in, a complex concept and simplify it. As you can see on the left bottom corner, it says Unclassified. So this is the information that I can and will share. So as you can see, it's pretty much what it will look like once you have it assembled. You don't have the joint system. As you can see, the idea is magnetic hydraulic joint system, which is not shown. But obviously by the name of it, it lets you know that it's magnetic hydraulics, not air hydraulics, like air pressure hydraulics or liquid hydraulics, which will make it hydraulics. That's why hyd is in the hydraulics word. It's supposed to be liquid, but it's not. There's probably a proper term for this magnetic hydraulic system. I just call it magnetic hydraulics because obviously you can imagine the concept. I'm using a form of hydraulics that is magnetic, so I'm obviously using electricity. That's pretty much all I'll tell you on that. As you can see, ball bearings, round ball bearing rings, which says it right here, and the hinges, which you can see the hinges, they connect. You put little bolts to them, so that way they can move, like any regular hinge. But also it can spin and rotate. That's what the ball bearing rings are for. And then of course, they form into these cylinders right here, which makes the bicep, forearm, the thighs, and the shin area. Then you got the big version right here for the abdomen. Then you got the torso, you got the helmet. So you got pretty much everything except for the hands and the feet, which we'll go with the other stuff, so it's not important to even mention them. And of course you got the basic concept here of using webcams, OLED screens, even the gizmo board or any embedded computer system for the heads-up display and to put in the helmet so that we can see outside. There's no point in, because to me personally, it's better to not have like basically holes, right in the helmet, so it would be better to instead of having like lenses like windows and stuff embedded into the helmet, instead you have embedded webcams. So the webcams will be in these areas right here where the eyes at. So the webcams will be there. They'll be under some protective glass or something, like maybe plexiglass or something, to keep the webcams protected and waterproof and all that good stuff, and blast proof and so forth and so forth and so forth. So you want to keep them protected. You want to also keep, since where the eyes are at and where your head and your eyes are at, there's going to be a considerable distance. It's going to be a pretty, let's say maybe a 6-inch distance between from where your eyes start all the way to where the lens of the helmet would be, the Hawkbuster helmet. So since there's a big distance, you won't be able to see out through the eyes. So obviously you need to enhance that and make everything more clear and all that stuff. So that's why you're using webcams as your vision, your visual input onto these big, giant, easier for you to see close up, LED screens, OLED screens. And OLED as opposed to the regular LED screens, because they're more flexible, so why not take it up a notch and use better, thinner, more advanced piece of technology, so you can get OLEDs instead of just regular LED screens or LCD screens or anything like that. You can take it up a notch and use that instead. Makes them flexible. Means you can probably shape it into the helmet, or you can do some creative stuff. But that's just an idea right there. And let's see. And that's pretty much all that's unclassified. Everything else, all the details, the power source, so forth and so forth, that'll be kept on the wraps. And that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoy.